or insulting. No, it's not. You can swear as part of your general vocabulary. Go talk it up with take it up with Lord Justice Bean, who's already ruled on this in the highest court of this country. You cannot overrule that.
Welcome to...
Today's video comes from Power to the Proletariat, whose channel link is in the description below. Be sure to check them out and show some support. What you're about to watch is a masterclass in public awareness and accountability. During a visit to Hammersmith Police Station, the auditor stays calm, respectful, and composed. But within minutes, the officer's professionalism begins to crack, jumping to wild assumptions, even tossing around terrorism claims and inventing laws on the spot. It's one of the most striking displays of ego taking over proper training. I've rarely seen an auditor handle officers this effortlessly. Let's dive straight into it.
So you're right.
Yeah, not bad.
How
So,
you doing?
not bad. So,
Good, yeah, not bad.
it's cold. Cold and wet. These paving slabs are really slippery to walk on. I don't know if I've got something on the bottom of my shoe.
Yeah, I mean, mine.
But they are.
Really slippy as well.
Yeah, they're pretty bad.
So all it is, mate, is obviously you're filming the front gate of a police station, and literally directly where the keypad is, where our officers are putting their codes in.
Right.
And for us, it's just a bit suspicious, and also a little bit of kind of a terrorist threat as well. I'm not saying anything, but it is.
It's a possibility, isn't it?
It's a possibility, isn't it? And it's
Very low possibility.
It's something that we need to kind of challenge.
Very low possibility.
Yeah.
It's also a possibility that we might get 40-degree weather today, but it's highly unlikely.
Okay.
The officer claimed...
The officer argues that filming near the keypad might present a potential security risk. But when questioned further, he admits that the chance of any real threat is extremely low. Despite this, he continues to push the issue. Under Section 43 of the Terrorism Act 2000, officers are only permitted to stop and search someone if they have reasonable, evidence-based suspicion of involvement in terrorism. That means facts, not feelings, assumptions, or discomfort with being recorded. By his own acknowledgement, there was no genuine suspicion here. His reasoning turned what was a completely lawful act of filming into an unfounded claim of danger.
You called last week, if you were just having a...
I'm just being as reasonable as you're being. You know.
From our point of view, we just want to understand your intentions and why, obviously, you were filming.
That's fine. I appreciate
So
that.
what would that be?
Unfortunately, I don't answer questions.
No, is it for like a YouTube channel? Is it for like auditing or something like that?
Again, I don't answer questions, buddy.
What a 19.
We'll come back to them.
Well, if I come back to Scott Mill,
So obviously in this climate...
Yeah?
Sorry. Yeah.
Sorry, I don't actually want to engage with you. That's why I walked away and stopped engaging.
Still engage with you as
You
well.
can, but I can also just ignore you. So don't just say, sir, like I have to stand around and talk to you.
When PTTP chooses not to answer any more questions, the officer's tone quickly shifts. They start probing for motives, asking if he's recording for YouTube, and even trail behind him as he tries to walk away. At this moment, ego begins to override procedure. The focus moves from assessing potential risk to asserting control. Under UK common law, a person has every right to disengage when no lawful authority is being exercised. Persisting after that refusal can blur the line into harassment, as defined under Section 2 of the Protection from Harassment Act 1997.
57.
You may or may not want to run lessons, but you can engage in unity as well. In this day and age, unfortunately, there isn't to be a real terrorism threat, which is why there's bollards here, so people don't come driving.
What's the current terrorist threat level?
I think it's kind of just in the middle of substantial.
It's substantial.
Yeah, so
That's what it is at the moment.
attack is not likely,
Okay.
but it's not unlikely.
Okay. Do you know, since this new system of substantial, severe, and that, substantial is the lowest it's ever been.
Okay. Oh,
It's
yeah,
never been lower than that,
But
so
you
that's like the baseline. So don't throw around words like terrorism when it's the...
understand
No, I
why,
can't. No, I can't. I know what you're going to say, and no, I
Someone
can't.
filming the keypad
That-
to the entrance of the police station is a bit
So
suspicious.
you're making an assumption of what I'm
Not.
filming here, aren't you?
You're
You
very
are?
close to the keypad,
Well,
aren't you?
I said when I got there, are you filming? And you said yes.
Yes, but you're assuming that I'm filming the keypad.
That's the way your camera was angled.
You can see my screen from where you were sat in your car, can you? You can
No,
see what on my camera
where
was
the
on.
camera
You can see
was
how
positioned.
zoomed in I was. Maybe I was zoomed in
Where
on
the
you. Maybe I was
camera
zoomed in on your front wheel.
Where the camera was positioned, it looked like you were filming. all we want to do is speak to you, engage with you, see, number one, why you're filming, and obviously how long you're going to be
Maybe we can
here.
assist you, I don't know.
The officer begins guessing at intent, suggesting that PTTP was filming the station's keypad, an assumption with no real basis. In law, suspicion must come from behavior, not imagination. Simply recording a keypad isn't illegal. Under UK law, reasonable suspicion must stem from clear, observable actions that indicate a possible offense. None of that is present here. PTTP is on a public pavement, filming a public building, an activity fully protected under UK photography rights and Article 10 of the Human Rights Act. What's unfolding isn't about security at all. It's about ego. The officers are mistaking personal discomfort for legitimate suspicion. And that's the moment policing shifts from enforcing the law to trying to control it.
Services are not required.
Would you like to give us your name and details?
Can you give me yours?
Yeah, PCY 2420 Alpha Whiskey.
Thank you. And you, sir?
PC Audit, 2968.
2968 Alpha Whiskey. You both based here, are you?
Yes, we are. So would you like to give us your details too?
No, absolutely not.
I didn't think you would.
Why would I?
That's all it is, mate. It's to
We've given
understand.
you our details.
Yeah, but you're obliged to because you're engaging with me as a police officer, aren't you, as a constable? So you're obliged to. A member of the public's not obliged to give you
and we
anything.
can engage with you just as equally.
Yeah, absolutely, of course you can. But again, I've already told you that I don't want to be engaged with. I would consider this now harassment. I've walked away from you.
Okay.
You followed me to continue with engaging with me.
Harassment, the course of conduct entities. You know what harassment is?
I do, absolutely. Course of conduct to convince a member of the public to disengage from a lawful activity or engage in an activity that they're not lawfully obliged to do.
When PTTP brings up the topic of harassment, the female officer responds with a sarcastic, "Oh, so you know what harassment means, do you?" Her tone isn't professional. It's dismissive and dripping with attitude. At that moment, she's not focused on applying the law. She's focused on asserting dominance. This kind of behavior erodes public confidence in policing because it stops being about public safety and starts being about personal pride. Anyone watching can feel the frustration. And it's exactly this kind of conduct that deserves to be challenged and discussed openly.
On one occasion, I told you I don't want to engage. You followed me. I did move away from you. You followed me to continue this conduct. So yes, I would now say that this is harassment at this point.
All it is for us is just it's a bit suspicious, and we want to find out obviously why you're filming. That's
You know what I
I
find?
understand people make YouTube channels, people are auditors, you have a right to film in public.
Can I tell you what I find suspicious? A silent fart after curry night.
Sorry?
A silent fart after curry night. That's what I find.
That's funny.
That's what I find suspicious. It's about suspicious as what this is. So
Do you intend to be here long?
as long as I want to be. Absolutely.
Well, we'll go and speak to the relevant people, alright?
Okay.
It just might be, mate, because of obviously it looks a little bit suspicious, it might just continue to get stopped.
And I'll tell them
might
exactly
cause
the
you-
same
cause
thing.
you aggro, that's all.
Not going to be any aggro. Did either of you turn your body cameras on when you approached?
Yeah, of
It
course
is on,
we
yes.
You did. Is there a reason?
You film us, we can film you.
I'm not saying you can't. Absolutely you can. It's everybody's right to film in public. Not a problem. Can I just ask why you didn't follow your policies and notify a member of the public when you started recording them? According to the Home Office, according to the MPS.
I'm not sure if you are aware of all the policies.
Would you like me?
PTTP then asks if the officer's body cameras are running. They confirm they are, yet never mentioned when recording began. Under the Metropolitan Police's 2020 body-worn video policy, officers are expected to clearly state when recording starts, unless doing so would create an immediate safety risk. That wasn't the situation here. Failing to announce it isn't just a minor oversight. It undermines transparency and trust during public interactions.
Are you referring to Google?
No, it's the
Obviously when
MPS.
it's practicable, yes, but...
Oh, and when has it not been practicable in this
Well,
situation?
It's a bit of a threat that you're stood in the entrance of the
So
police
you
station.
can't approach with, "Good afternoon, we want to talk to you, just let you know
My
you're
number
being
one
recorded."
priority is to find out why you're filming and try and engage the police station.
Look,
which
the only
respect,
time-
sir, you haven't told us why.
The only time it is excusable for you not to announce it is if you're going into a situation and it's straight away you're going hands on to detain or arrest somebody. Otherwise,
I think
you
you're
can't. There's no reason. I'm sorry. I will literally, okay, bring this up for you and I will read it for you verbatim and I'll show you the
I'm not going to
document.
have conversation on stuff that I don't think is applicable, right?
Why is it
We
not
are
applicable?
Security staff, they have body worn.
Okay.
So do we.
Yep. The Metropolitan Police, updated September 2020. It's the most recent document.
You seem very invested.
It's the most recent document. This paragraph here, all right? I'm going to let you read it with me. This one here. Body-worn video is an overt system and should not be used for covert recording other than in exceptional circumstances and where the necessary authorities have been granted.
And this is not exceptional circumstances.
No, let me finish. Okay. As body-worn video is overt recording, officers must declare wherever possible when they are commencing audio and visual recording during each and every encounter. So again, because you haven't come out and you haven't grabbed me, you're not detaining me or arresting me, there is absolutely no reason, no excuse for not starting the conversation. You've said a lot of things during this conversation, and you're telling me not one of those things could have been, by the way, sir, you're being recorded. Not one of them.
No, sir, whenever possible.
Yes. And again, when was that not possible?
We're
just going to go around in circles, aren't we?
Yeah, because your excuse is absolute bullshit, you know it.
Well, don't swear.
It's not an offence. It's absolutely not. It's an offence to swear at somebody, to cause abuse, threatening, or insulting.
It's a Section 5.
No, it's not. You can swear as part of your general vocabulary. Go talk it up with take it up with Lord Justice Bean, who's already ruled on this in the highest court of this country. You cannot overrule that.
Is when it's directed at somebody.
And I didn't direct it.
Section 5 is out to anybody. When somebody else can feel
If
harassment, alarm,
it's
distress.
likely, if it's abusive, threatening, or insulting has been removed from Section 5. If it's threatening or abusive, saying something is bullshit is not threatening or abusive.
With authority slipping, one officer asserts that swearing in public is an offence. That is incorrect. Under the Public Order Act 1986, as amended in 2014, the term insulting was removed from Section 5, meaning that mild or non-abusive profanity is not a criminal act. Only threatening or abusive language intended to cause alarm or distress can be prosecuted.
It's just saying something is bullshit. That's part of your. That's part. No. That's part of your general vernacular, and it's been ruled on by the highest court of this country. So try another one. I will say everything's bullshit if everything is bullshit. Because everything is bullshit that's coming out of your mouth.
I get the idea now.
Yeah, you get it? I'm going to continue to say
obviously
it.
I get the idea of your intentions. Clearly just trying to wind us up.
No, you're winding me up by saying that I can't do something that I can do.
When we
What
came
have I
out,
said that you can't do?
You just said I can't swear when I can.
okay, when we've come out to talk to you, I think we've been very polite. We've just said, look, we've come to have a
And I told you that I don't want to engage with you, and then you continue to harass me.
Not initially.
Not initially, but you agreed. I have told you that I don't want to engage with you, and then you followed me, and you have continued to engage with me, and now you're saying that I can't do something that I'm legally entitled to do, and you're trying to say that it's an offence when it's not.
We can also talk to people. We're not harassing you. We're having a conversation with you.
And so if I walk up to somebody and they say they don't want to talk to me, then I follow them and try to talk to them again and repeat this behaviour, I wouldn't be arrested for harassment if they reported it. Of course I would. Right. Again, I will repeat, your services are not required. Please leave me alone.
We've also got a duty to protect the public and our police building as well.
You've also got a duty under your oath to uphold the rights of the people of this country, which is what I'm exercising right now, isn't it?
Matt, let's just go and have
Yeah, good idea. Just go.
Yeah, well, like I said, don't be, mate,
Just go.
don't be surprised if you just get challenged.
Okay. Just to let you know, as a heads up, you will be getting IOPC complaints for your body-worn videos because you're obviously not aware and you refuse to acknowledge the fact that you need to notify.
Take care, mate.
All right, goodbye.
As the exchange continues, one officer claims that using profanity in public is a criminal act. That's simply not correct. Under the Public Order Act of 1986, updated in 2014, the word insulting was removed from Section 5. In other words, casual or non-threatening swearing isn't an offense. The law only applies when the language is genuinely threatening or abusive and intended to cause alarm or distress. Interview 7. After several warnings to stop following him, the auditor calmly states that their behavior is beginning to feel like harassment. Instead of correcting course, the officers quietly retreat back inside without a word. That silence says everything. When legal reasoning runs out, authority built on ego collapses. This moment highlights a recurring issue within UK policing, insecurity often dressed up as suspicion. The officers had every opportunity to act with professionalism, but pride turned what could have been a routine encounter into an unintended lesson. No one was detained. No legal powers were rightfully used. Every accusation, from terrorism to public disorder, fell apart under the simplest review of the law. Through it all, the auditor remained calm, respectful, and factual. If you value accountability and public education, check out the Know Your Rights guide linked below. A simple, practical resource to help you stay confident and informed during police encounters. Thanks for watching. Remember, stay respectful, stay aware, and always record. Freedom Audit, truth, law, accountability.